What up? Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to another video. I'm Coach Glow. That's the babies. She's grooming herself. See, I told you guys sometimes she'd be working. She's putting in that overtime right now. Sounds like it. That sounds so gross. All right, let me stop. She does do a lot to stay cute. She works very hard. Today, we are gathered here to pull cards for Sagittarius. Sagittarius. Page of Cups. Ooh, new love. You're flirting. I just feel like this very, like sweet, bubbly feeling off of your energy. You're curious. You're like trying to get back out there. You're like putting your resume out. You're going out more, meeting new people. Ooh, King of Cups, very nice. This King of Cups has a lot going on underneath the surface. He's very quiet about it, you know. He's not like telling everybody, you know, I mean, not telling everybody. He's not like, he doesn't act like he's going through it, but he's going through it. And he's not putting it on you. He's trying not to put it on you. Page of Cups. Something about just meeting you and not wanting to lay it on thick with the King of Cups. Or maybe that's what somebody does, Sagittarius. Like, they just met you and they're like laying it on thick. Like, because they feel like you have space. It's like, this person like recognizes you. Oh my goodness. And I just posted on my Facebook. I was like, you know, protect your inner child. You know, the Page of Cups and the King of Cups. Could be inner child type shit going on here. Yeah, man. Or, you know, this person like recognizes themselves. Like, you remind them of themselves. You remind them of a young Saggy. Page of Swords. Eyeing and spying. Who's spying on Sagittarius? King of Cups. I don't know, I feel like maybe you've been really quiet lately with the Page of Swords. Could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Being like, where you been? Who you talking to? What you doing? Door open. The Hierophant. Someone's like in a commitment. They're quiet. Or they're quietly, I don't know if you're like falling in love. You're like, you have like not like a secret crush, but you got a crush on somebody. Or you want to protect somebody, or someone's secretly protecting you, or you're protected by some sort of law. You know, this King of Cups loves this Page of Cups. And the Page of Swords is here. I don't know if they're like accusing you of something, but I don't know. It's like they're reporting back to someone here about what it is that you've been doing, or who you've been talking to, who you've been loving on. I just see someone like on the internet, like tracking how good you're doing. King of Cups. King of Pentacles. And to their surprise, you're fucking killing it right now. You are that bitch. King of Pentacles. You're taking care of yourself. You're getting after the bag here. You're super focused on like, I hear somebody who's like really up to date on current events. Someone's always like studying. So with the King of Cups, it's like someone picks up on your quietness and they're making a note of it in their mind. Like, you know, maybe they brought up some sort of like immature situation and you handled it very maturely. With the Page of Swords, this person saw that. Somebody's clocking your behavior during something with the Hierophant. And it's like, it's like you make a lasting impression. Three of Swords. Three of Swords. Three of Swords. Page of Swords. It's like someone's trying to like come in and like burst that bubble for you. King of Pentacles. Yeah. They're almost trying to like show you your weaknesses, your weak spots. They're testing your weak spots or your weaknesses. Five of Swords. Why is everybody always picking on me? The Lovers card, because they like you. What the hell? What the hell? The Lovers card. I don't want to read these cards. Three of Swords, the Five of Swords, and the Lovers card. So you had to make a choice. Five of Swords. But you had the upper hand in the situation. Like, you knew what you were doing. You knew what you would be getting yourself involved in with the Three of Swords. You know, King of Pentacles. So I don't know. It's like King of Cups. It's like you're cool. It's like, you know, I knew what I was doing. Yeah, with the Hermit card, you're like Page of Cups. I knew I was being a little trapa. I knew I was being a fucking Page of Cups. I knew I was indulgent. I knew what I was doing. Ten of Pentacles. Like, but you're good. You got it out of your system. Did you get it out of your system? No? That's all right. That's all right. Try again next time, right? Ten of Pentacles. So there's a lot of money that you are saying yes to. Instead of continuing with like round and round conversations that don't get you anywhere, that just leave you disappointed. And yeah, with the King of Pentacles, I feel like you really value your time and your energy and your effort. And, you know, you've got plenty. But, you know, King of Pentacles, it's like you know when to cut your losses. This isn't good for my health. Okay. The Lovers card. You choose yourself. Wonderful. The Hierophant. I feel like the teacher's been watching you. Watching you. It has not been. It has not been. You know, always fun. It's been a little bit fun, but it has not been always fun. Or it's like you knew that what you were doing anyway. So the Lovers card. Something is good. I feel like something will always be good. Page of Swords. Maybe you see it differently now. Page of Swords to the Knight of Swords. Maybe you feel like because I'm almost getting like I don't know if it's like Pokemon that does this, but like, you know, each card like describes their like power and stuff, and then they use it against each other. This could be like family. You know, family's never gonna split apart or break up. Family's family or something like that. Like, I feel like no matter what, someone's always gonna protect you, you know, always have your back and stuff. But also, at the same time, someone here is like where you've learned your biggest lessons in life. Page of Swords, Page of Cups. Eight of Pentacles. Five of Cups. Damn, yo. Somebody's at work thinking about you. All they do is think about you while they're at work. The Star card. Oh my God. Your healing energy. It brings like calmness to people. Your healing energy brings calmness to people. Wheel of Fortune. Someone feels like lucky to... Somebody feels like lucky that you are so like forgiving. Someone feels like lucky that you're so forgiving. With the Hierophant, you know, you're like, only God can judge you, but you're not gonna like play with me though. The Page of Cups and the King of Cups and the Page of Swords, King of Pentacles. Yeah. It's like you love something that's like thorny. You can't like touch it or like hold it, you know. Eight of Pentacles. So I see you like, you know, making the land around it kind of. I feel like you're adapting to like the land or a land and making it your own. You know, with the Three of Swords, because I feel like you do have a choice here. You can choose to see something as a lesson. With the Five of Cups, you know. And I feel like the way that you take something in, you're just like so cool and calm about it. And that's why like you get like all this like respect, or you're admired, or, you know. I feel like you try to find the lesson in things, and you see a lesson clear as day. And these, I don't know, it's like, it's not really changing the way that you are, because I don't feel like you want to change or you need to change anything. It's changing like your perspective on things. Right? Because I get this sense of like disappointment and like hopelessness, you know. With the Knight of Swords, it's like things are like being sent your way to try and like piss you off. With the King of Cups, I'm kind of scared of the King of Cups. It reminds me of like the Joker. Like he's got this big old smile. He's got that big old... No, it's not the King of Cups. The Page of Cups. But look at the Page of Cups. He's got that big old smile. Like, if somebody's angry and they start to laugh, you're done fucked up. You're done fucked up. King of Cups. You could be dealing with a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, a Taurus, a Gemini, an Aquarius. Someone's extremely stubborn, but they like have to be. There's something about someone's stubbornness here that keeps everyone in check or in order. Like the Lover's card. I also feel like somebody thinks that they have the answers, or somebody thinks that they know it all, but they realize that, you know, there's something that you say or you do that shows them, hey, maybe I don't know everything, or maybe, you know, I'm not always right. You know, you're really making somebody check themselves. With the Star card, you're like, recognize your surroundings, realize who you're around. Like, Act accordingly. Because I almost see like this King of Cups even sort of like disciplining this Page of Cups. Like, and it's like this Page of Cups, maybe they don't know any better. And maybe this King of Cups is trying to like teach this Page of Cups how to control itself. Page of Swords. It's like they don't want to disappoint you. Somebody wants to get themselves under control because they don't want to disappoint you. Man. Maybe you act like you're disappointed in somebody all the time. With the Eight of Pentacles, it's like they don't know what to do. They don't know what to say. They don't know what to think. Like, they're just trying to get themselves in like a good place. And I think June is men's mental health month, I think. With the Three of Swords and the Five of Cups. Five of Swords. Like, I don't feel like somebody was trying to cause confusion. Knight of Swords. It's like somebody runs away knowing that they're like triggering you or like hurting you, and they run away and they're like avoiding you, avoiding some sort of like payment. Five of Cups. But hey, man, you know, taking these L's, it teaches you, or it's kind of like that extra motivation to go out there and fucking get it. You know, the sadness is a pretty good motivator. I don't see you like angry. I just feel like, you know, someone's trying not to be understanding, or not to be understanding. Somebody's trying to like get you to question yourself because you made them feel insecure in some sort of way. Eight of Pentacles, Five of Cups. You know, they're like, yeah, you're all big and bad and you have all this stuff here. Like, you're always at work, dude. You have no personal life. You're not rich. You don't have all these things. Or like, look at all this stuff that you have. All this stuff that you've been working so hard for. Five of Cups. You're like, who are you going to share it with? Who are you sharing it with? You know, Five of Cups. It's like going through loss and like sadness. And you just feel so like left out and alone. But you work so hard to keep everything together. It's almost like you're at a point where you're, you know, talking to God. Like, what's this all for? Like, I'm ready to like make sense of this. Page of Swords. So you could be studying something new. I mean, not studying something new, studying something more. With the Knight of Swords and the Eight of Pentacles. Like paying more attention to it. And maybe you could be really focusing on something about like your history or your inner child, or you know, I'm also hearing like how to separate like your emotions to like your work, if that makes sense. But then you kind of need it though, especially if you're a creative. If you're a creative person, like, but I feel like you're like super strong here. You see it as like a motivator. You see these hard times, these disappointments, these, you know, you use them as like a motivator. You're like, all right, I'll try better next time, or I'll try it differently next time. Yeah. I don't know, maybe somebody criticized something that you really, really love, and it's because it's new to them. They don't understand it. They don't know. They're just kind of like poking at it, see what it'll do. And you're like, I'll fucking show you what I'll do. All right. And it's so cute. And people love that. People love that about you, that you're like super fun. And you seem like super reliable here. And every time people come around you, they seem to be making more money, or every time they come around you, their life changes in like a major way. They get this like big old boost in like energy. Here comes that fucking Capricorn, the devil card. Look at that. They're just sucking the life out of you. You're like, all right, that tickles, get off. I feel like this is a vampire. He's like sucking your neck and you're like, stop, that tickles. Get off. You're sick. You're sick, Sag. You're like, I know, I love it. That's what I'm saying. 3 of Cups, you're like mad fun to like be around and like easygoing, and you know, people could be asking you a lot of questions like, are you okay? Like, doesn't this bother you, or doesn't that bother you? And you're like, no. It's like you let people be themselves, you know? You feel like you're responsible for yourself, and, you know, 3 of Swords, when people hurt you, or, you know, I don't know, it's just like you realize that it's not like a you problem, it's them. Like there's something wrong with them. With the Knight of Swords, but I feel like you hold everybody accountable. Like, you're like, all right then, just fucking say that and do that. Like, you don't have to be a fucking, don't piss me off. All right, that's what I have for you guys. Thank you so much for joining. I gotta go. Please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hopefully, I will see you all in your next video.